The third dude, man, Christopher Smith, number 29 out of Georgia. I like this dude a lot too, bro. Man, this is what I be doing. I cut on tape, I research, and I research. It's just a fun way to live. But with Christopher Smith, 5'11", 195 is what they had him listed as. It was a senior down there, number 29 for Georgia. 60 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 3 interceptions, 5 PBUs, and a partridge in a pear tree. Pros for Christopher: rangy, fast, and true sideline to sideline free safety. You watch him, he run that thing like a true free safety post too. I think he takes excellent angles to the ball, and I think he arrives with really good physicality, man. He is definitely not afraid of any type of contact, and when you watch him in coverage, just excellent route recognition. We talk about his burst and his hips, elite. And you watch him when he's closing to the football. That's the other thing that makes him very competitive at the catch point. Very competitive in coverage when that ball is in the air. I think he plays with just good fundamentals as a whole. You watch him in his back pedal. Always good fundamentals. You hardly ever see him just standing up straight legged out there. I also think that when he's changing direction, he still maintains good pad level. He doesn't get high to change and do all this and then have to relocate and stuff like that, man. He's just a real fluid player on the back end. He's super productive, and I think he's a very good open field tackler, which is also critical for the safety position because, as we talked about with some of the other prospects, that's the last line of defense. If your safety is not a great tackler, your defense is in trouble because when you get to that guy, man, if he misses, that's the difference between it being a 10-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, or being a 20-yard gain or a touchdown. You got to have safeties that can tackle, short tacklers. Christopher definitely gives you that. Some of the knocks on him, he could cover anything you want in that slot, without a doubt. My question is, when teams go to run that rock, he is on the smaller side. The physicality, what is that going to look like in terms of if you're down there in that box in the slot, and they put something in it that's going to put 2 hands on you and try to really block you, how are you handling that at the NFL level? Collegiately, you can get away with it. NFL level, that's one of the things I was just a little bit concerned with. Also, I mean, he's a shorter player. They got him listed at 5'11". I'll be interested to see what the true mesh rules are. But when you talk this level, one of the things that we love about George Pickens is what? He could dunk on you, right? That jump ball. Figure out your way to defend it. That's what we're going to see. Honestly, when you watched him at Georgia, wasn't really a lot of him having to defend that, man. Part of that is because the pieces around him. You know, it is funny, like, when I think Stetson Bennett and we like, yo, some of the talent hurts his evaluation. But with Christopher Smith, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really hurt you all the way. I think it kind of helped you because, like, you really have, like, just everything there for you, man. You got the pass rush, you got the run defenders, you got corners. So once again, I'm like, yo, he's dope, but I've just really seen a lot of him just being in great position and just moving well. I can't like sit here and really be like, you know what, I love his ball skills. I love when teams throw at him because he's a guy who's going to consistently get his head around. He's going to
out of his way.
Yeah, because it's like you might see 2 throws at him or a handful of throws that he really has a chance to defend against in a game because of how, you know,
there's a couple plays I've seen. He had some good anticipation on the ball. Like good, almost like a DeMonte Casey, right?
Yeah. And like you said, you see some of that flash, man. It was like, yo, you said Casey. I was like, Casey, Earl Thomas, like how he flies around and moves at times, just the sideline to sideline. But once again, I'm just like, I at least want to know, like, if they're really challenging you deep, if they're really trying to go at you, can you stand up and do that? I just don't know all the way just yet. I think he has the potential to. If I had to take a guess, I would lean yes. But that is something that I just feel like I have to say because we have not seen it on the basis like that. And that's part of, like I said, man, just him having a dope team. You weren't going to, you know, send a ton of shots his way. He wasn't going to get a ton of ball carriers coming up on him. He wasn't going to get a ton of that. So, but I like him a lot, though.
I really like his game, too.
I like him a lot, bro.
You're 100% right. My only concern is his frame, his height, his weight, because he's a very, very willing tackler. He's willing to get into the mix.
He is not afraid of
you
nothing.
could see at times he's trying his damnedest to push the running back, whoever has the ball, backwards.
Is not happening, bro.
And he's the one going backwards a little bit, but he still makes the play. Yeah. But again, this is in college, so I don't know how that's gonna line up in the NFL.
I see one where my man like is flying over there. He tries to give my man a big hit in this game, and he dropped. Now the running back, it was a receiver. The receiver ain't going anywhere either, but the receiver was still standing. He dropped. I'm just like, bro, it just looked bad, man. Like, yes, you tackled him, but it ain't look good.
Right.
That's my concern.
He has some ugly tackles.
Yeah, man.
We could put it that way.
Yeah.
But no, the ranginess on the back end. I think he's just one of those dudes you could win with. Like if you get him in the second or third round, you already have good things set up around him.
Yeah.
Plug him in rookie year. He'll be fine, and then just let him develop for the next 2-3 years. He could become a pretty good leader on your defense.
Yeah.
Not saying he's going to be all pro bowler, but I feel like this dude could have a nice 9-10 career.
I
in
like
the NFL
him a lot. Yeah,
because of the instincts, because of the anticipation, all that stuff that you need being a safety. He's got the intangible, he's got the speed and all that. It's just the frame. All right, could he bulk up a little bit? Yeah. But maybe you don't need to ask him if you're a team that has him on your roster to be doing all that type of stuff. You be smart about it. But yeah, I really like his game. I probably do have him third. I don't know. I probably have him third. I like Johnson with the potential for sure. Like he just has stuff you can't teach, and then Branch won definitely.
Yeah, to me, Branch was one. I go back and forth on Smith and Johnson because
it's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm just like. And I just love speed. I love seeing like a true free safety type or a true like he can cover whatever type. Like I just love that in today's NFL. And I think of just right now at our safety position, we don't critique or feel some type of way about Minka. We don't feel some type of way about DeMonte Casey because both of those dudes are cover safeties. They got some physicality, but we know they're cover guys. Edmonds is the question because he's physical, but the coverage is the part where we're like, yes, it's good, but
what's funny is both improved on those weaknesses.
Absolutely.
They both the physicality. We saw Casey in preseason lighting dudes up.
Absolutely.
And then Edmonds improved the coverage.
Absolutely, man.
So it's all doable. It's all about pick your poison.
Yeah. There. So like what's the preference? Like what do you want to do? So that's why for me, man,
you're leaning Smith, I could tell.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. To me, I'm Branch. I would probably go Christopher Smith, and then I'm going Antonio Johnson, personal preference. But if I'm talking for the Steelers, Antonio Johnson makes the most sense because I'm pairing him with Minka. I don't need two Minka types. To me, Christopher Smith, if I'm pairing him with Minka, that forces Minka to do more of the heavy lifting and the run stuff. I don't want him to beat up his body like that. That's what Edmonds was for. Branch, man, Branch would be amazing if I had him and Minka back there, but I don't see that happening like that, Like, I just... Yeah, because once again, I'm going to be asking one of those dudes to have to take on that part. And can they do it? Absolutely. But I think that hurts them more than it helps them. And I think you're doing like the team a disservice if that's the role you're utilizing those guys in because they're just too dynamic of playmakers to put them in that scenario. So personally, if it's the Steelers, I'm putting Antonio Johnson number 2 behind Brian Mitch because he fits with Minka perfectly.